Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Goffstown Grizzlies softball. Today, the Grizzlies, 4-4 Grizzlies, are going to be taking on the Keene Blackbirds. It was a bit overcast before. It looks like the sun is coming out for us today. A little bit of wind going from the third base line to right field. Not too bad of a day. We are finally home after a 5-game road trip, and we are back in our luxury accommodations in the press box with our 10 out of 10 would recommend snack shack serving up our fries and our chicken tenders. So come on down one of these days and have some food. All right, for the Grizzlies in the field, we have pitching Sophie Roussel, then Regan O'Mara catching, first base Gemma Panarian, second base Britt LeClaire, third base, Sophia Derry. Shortstop is Jocelyn O'Mara. Left field, Dana Still. Center field, Ari Gerzone. And then finally, Sam Derry in right field. Blackbirds are going to be up to bat first. Leading off is Lexi Lounder, followed by Kaylee Percoco. Then Maddie Testo, and batting cleanup is Taylin Wheeler. And we are ready to get going. First pitch called, strike. That's going to be a grounded foul off the third baseline for strike two. Sophie off to a quick start. Ahead 0-2 on the count. Change up popped up. Regan going to try and track it down. Not able to get there. That's fouled off, out of play. Towards the school. There was a car coming through. I think it barely escaped. That's going to be low and inside for ball one. That's going to be grounded to first base. Fielded cleanly by Gemma. Tosses to Brittany LeClaire for the first out. That's going to be a 3-4 out for those scoring at home. One out.
Now batting for Keene, playing second base, Kaylee Percoco.
Coming out to bat, Kaylee Percoco, the second baseman. She takes for first pitch ball. Popped up, out of play. Strike one. Takes for a ball. Keene coming off a big win in Exeter on the 19th. Exeter, a very good team. And she's going to take for a strike. 2-2 the count. Foul tipped. We will reset. Takes for strike 3 on a changeup. Looking. That's the first strikeout of the day for Sophie Roussel. And now we have Maddie Testo, the catcher. 2 outs. No one on. Looks like Keene is 3-3 so far this year. She's going to take for a strike. Looking. Change up for fouled off. Ahead in the count again, 0-2. And here's the 0-2. Low and away for a ball. Called ball 2. 2-2 the count. That's going to be low and away for ball 3. And that's a line drive hit foul down the third baseline. Good contact by Maddie Testo protecting the plate. And there's a ground ball up the middle, fielded cleanly by O'Meara, thrown to Gemma for the 6-3 out. Great play by Jocelyn O'Meara. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll be back after this. We are back for the bottom of the first inning. Coming up to bat is Ari Gerzone, batting first. Then Brittany LeClaire, second, followed by Sophie Roussel, third. And batting cleanup will be Dana Still. As a ground ball up the middle to the shortstop, fielded cleanly and thrown to first for the 6-3 out. And that's 1 out for the Grizzlies. And Brittany LeClaire coming up to bat. Shows bunt. Holds up. It's going to be ball one. Takes high and away, ball two. She takes for a strike. Looked like around the same area as the last pitch. Fouled off, out of play, strike two. 2-2 the count. Changeup popped up to center field. And she makes the catch for the second out. And coming up to bat, Sophie Roussel.
Now batting for the Grizzlies, the pitcher, number 16, Sophie Roussel.
Takes for the strike. Low, ball one. 1-1 the count. Changeup fouled off. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High and away, ball two. 2-2. That's a high fly ball to right field. It's going to be over the right fielder's head. Goes to the fence. Sophie's going to round to second and reach on a stand-up double. That's the first base runner for the Grizzlies. And she is in scoring position for Dana Still. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Coming in is Riley Boucher.
Courtesy runner for Sophie, Riley Boucher. Now batting for box one, number 2, the left fielder, Dana Still.
She takes high, ball one. That's popped up towards the shortstop. She makes the catch for the third out. So a little bit of offense with a stand-up double by Sophie Roussel. But we're going to be 0-0 going into the second. We'll be right back. we are back with the top of the second inning. Coming up to bat, Taylin Wheeler, followed by Ashlyn Clay, then Adriana Castilla, and then Taylor Swift. Taylin takes swings for a miss on strike one. Called strike two, 0-2 the count. Fouled off, out of play towards the building. That's going to hit the roof of the other building. Umpire restocking his supply of balls. Changeup just misses for ball one. That's grounded towards Sophie. She fields it cleanly, throws to Gemma for the 1-3 out. So we have one out. Coming up to bat, Ashlyn Clay. She takes for the first strike. Low and away, ball one. Count 1-1. One out. Takes ball two. Away again, ball three, taking us to 3-1. Sophie grooming the rubber in the pitcher's circle. Takes away for ball four. Walking the runner. Coming up to bat, Adriana and Castilla. Costala, sorry. She takes for the first pitch strike. Fouled off, out of play down the first base line. Strike two. Popped up just out of the infield. Grabbed by Brittany LeClaire for the second out. Coming up to bat, fresh off of her surprise double album, is Taylor Swift. She takes her strike. That's going to be ball one. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That's a changeup. It's going to be belted into center field. Throws into the infield. Runners on first and second for Keene. Coming up to bat, Caitlin Slout. Fouled off out of play down the first baseline. That went into the stands. I don't think it hit anyone. Fouled off again. That's strike 2. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Keene. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off again. And we continue with an 0-2 count. Grounded to third base. Tag out for the third out. So some offense by Keene, but the Grizzlies do a good job of holding them from bringing the runners around. Still 0-0. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second. We are back for the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat, Sam Derry, followed by Gemma Panarian, and then Sophia Derry. Fouls it off, out of play, behind the backstop. Strike 1. Grizzlies' last game was against Pinkerton. Was a bit of a pitching duel in that game until the late innings. It's going to be high and away for ball 1. One the count. Low inside, ball 2. High and away, ball 3, 3-1. And that's a high fly ball to center field. He's going to be back at the warning track. catch for the out. So 1 out. Coming up to bat, Gemma Panarian.
Number 9, the first baseman, Gemma Panarian.
Takes high and away, ball 1. She offers for strike 1. One, 1. High and away, ball 2. And that's grounded up the middle. That's going to be past the second baseman. Gemma's going to reach with a single. Grizzlies have a runner on.
Now batting for Bobstown, 5, the third baseman, Sophia Derry.
And here comes Sophia Derry. Takes outside for a strike. Check swing fouled off down the first base line. 0-2. And that's a line drive down the left field line. That's going to get past the left fielder. Gemma rounding. Going to go around third. And Gemma's going to score a run. And that's going to pass the catcher, advancing Sophia Derry to third base. So an RBI for Sophia. We're going to call that a double with a pass ball to get her to third. And here comes Regan O'Mara. So the Grizzlies up 1-0 in the second. She takes for a strike. Low and inside. Ball 1. One, the count. That is a pop fly to right center. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Regan's going to reach first base. And we're going to score another run for Sophia Derry. RBI for Regan O'Mara. And the Grizzlies are moving. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Keene coach Peter Yearling having a little conversation with the umpire. Not sure exactly what the conversation was about. I assume it has to do something with getting an oil change on his car, but I don't know for sure. Here we go. We're starting back up. Mackenzie Oliver up to bat. Takes low and away, ball 1. That's grounded down the third base line. That's going to be called fair by the umpire because she picked it up on the line. So that's going to be a base hit for Mackenzie. And we are going to be at the top of the order. Ari Gerzon up to bat with runners on first and second. 1 out. Takes inside for a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. That's a high fly ball to center field. Catch is made. No tag. That's going to be the second out. And here's Brittany LeClaire, hoping to keep this rally moving. Shows bunt, takes for a ball. Shows bunt, fouled off. 1-1 the count. Shows bunt again, fouls it down. 1-2 the count. Brittany probably be swinging away. Takes outside, ball 2. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and second for Brittany. Here's the pitch. Foul, tipped into the backstop. It's going to be outside and in the dirt for ball 3. 3-2. Foul tipped into the glove. That's going to be an out to end the inning. But Grizzlies post 2, putting them ahead 2-0. We'll be right back for the third. And we are back for the top of the third inning. Coming off the bat for Keene, 23, Lily Cooper. Batting ninth, then will be at the top of the order. Takes for a ball. That's going to be away for ball 2. I just got presented with a big bowl full of French fries here. Nothing like a Grizzly softball game. That's going to be swung on for the miss high. Strike 1. Two 1 the count. That's a line drive down the middle. It's going to be past Brittany, fielded by Ari, thrown in. We're going to have a base runner for Keene. And we are going to go to the top of the order. Lexi Lounder coming up to bat. She hit into a 3-4 out in her last at bat. And that's going to be a slow trickler right in front of the catcher, fielded by Sophia Derry and thrown to Gemma for the 5-3 out. And that's the first out. And with that at bat, she advanced the runner to second base in scoring position. Here's Kaylee Percoco. Umpire says she came around on that for the strike 1. Kaylee looked a little confused by that call, but we'll take it. 0-1 the count. Shows bunt. Offered for strike 2. That's going to be away for a ball. That's going to be grounded to the pitcher. Little bobble, throws to first. And she's called safe. So runners on the corners for Keene. Coming with the bat, Maddie Testo. Called strike 1. And Kaylee Percoco advances from first to second on the steal. It's going to be away for a ball. 1-1 the count. So Keene threatening in the third inning. She takes for a strike 2. Maddie in her last at bat hit into a 6-3 out. Called low ball. 2-2. That's grounded up the middle. Brittany unable to come up with the ball. That's going to score 1 and 2. Throw down to second, not in time. And we are tied up. And Keene going to bring in a courtesy runner for their catcher. So score tied, 2-2, 1 out. A runner in scoring position on second base. And this is Taylin Wheeler. Hit into a 1-3 out in her last at bat. That's a pop fly to left field. Dana still under it. battled the sun, able to make the catch for the second out. And here comes Ashlyn Clay. Ashlyn walked in the last inning. That's going to be away for ball one. Finds the corner for strike one. It's taking me everything I can not to eat those French fries right now. I don't want to be chewing on the microphone. 1-1 the count. Low and away for ball two. Swing and a miss, strike two. And that's grounded to LeClaire. Able to make the play for the 4-3 out. Brittany kind of bobbled it up into her chest and was able to recover for the out. And that's going to be the end of the inning. Grizzlies allow 2 runs but held the third go-ahead run. We'll be right back. We are back for the bottom of the third inning. Coming up to bat, Sophie Roussel, then Dana Still, then Sam Derry. I just had some of these French fries. I'm going to give you a rating because I'm big on rating things these days. Foul tipped for strike one. They are crispy on the outside, nice and soft on the inside, good amount of salt, very delicious. I got to give it, out of 10, let's say 9.9. But only because, you know, I'm biased. Grizzlies. Grizzlies have the best snack shack in all of high school softball. 1-1 the count. That's going to be away, ball two. No, I can't do 9.9. That seems like overly rated for, because, you know, what's a 10? McDonald's French fries? Huh? No? What's your favorite French fry? That's a line drive up the middle. She's going to reach first base for the long single, giving us a base runner. I'm a big fan of McDonald's French fries, I think. So I would call those top rank. I'm going to have a courtesy runner for our pitcher. It's going to be number 12, Riley Boucher again. I'm going to give him an 8-1. 8-1 seems like a good score for these French fries. Delicious, very delicious. It's going to be low for a ball. Takes for a strike, bringing the count to 1-1. That's a changeup, fouled off by Dana. Takes it to 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the first out. Coming up to bat, Sam Derry. Got a good barrel on the ball last time. To the center fielder for an out. Fouled off behind the backstop, strike 1. Into the roof. I'm just going to throw this out there. If anybody wants to bring me free food from downstairs, I'll rate it. Fouled off again. Strike 2. Oh, 2. Low in the dirt. Runner going. She's down. Safe at second. One, 2 the count. Runner in scoring position. High ball 2. And that's strike 3 looking. 2 outs. Coming up to bat, Gemma Panarian. Singled to left center in her last at bat. Grounded up the middle to the shortstop. She bobbles, makes the throw to first for the 6-3 out. And that's going to do it in the third for the Grizzlies. Unable to put any runs on the board. We're still tied 2-2. We'll be right back. We are back with the top of the 4th inning. Score deadlock 2-2. Coming off the bat, Aziana Gastaya takes for ball 1. That's going to be ball 2 in her last at bat. She popped out to the second baseman, Brittany LeClaire. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, fielded cleanly by O'Meara. Throws to first for the out. 6-3. And we have Taylor Swift coming up to bat for her second at bat. It just shows a lot to her character, you know, just as much money as she makes that she still finds time to play high school softball. Taylor Swift, what a person. Swing and a miss for a strike. Swing and a miss for strike two. Sophie ahead in the count, 0-2. And that's strike three, looking for the second out. And here comes Caitlin Stout. Hit into a tag out at third in her last at bat. Ball one called on the changeup.
I was thinking the same.
That's a high fly ball to center field. Ari retreating over her head. It's going to hit the fence. She's going to, runner was going to try for second. Retreated back to first for the long base hit. And here comes Lily Cooper. Had a base hit in her last at bat. Fouled off for strike one. Takes high, ball one. Taking us to 1-1. Grounded to O'Meara, fielded cleanly, thrown to Panarian for the 6-3 out, and that's going to end the inning. So one runner stranded for Keene, and we're still at 2-2. We'll be right back. Welcome back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Score still 2-2 coming up to bat. Sophia Derry, who had a big RBI double in the last inning. That's going to be fouled out of play for a strike. Next will be Regan O'Meara, then Mackenzie Oliver. Takes high for a ball. 1-1 the count. That's a ground ball down third base line. That's going to be fielded by the left fielder. And Sophia is going to reach with a base hit. And coming up to bat, Regan O'Mara. Regan had an RBI single in her last at bat. Takes for ball one. That's going to be ball two. I'm thinking about playing Chubby Bunny with these French fries and just jamming as many of them in my mouth as I can and try and announce with them. Low for ball three. Yeah, the thing with the marshmallows. You ever played that? You just start putting marshmallows in your mouth and you have to say Chubby Bunny.
Same game as the plastic thing. You put your mouth.
That's going to be high for ball four. And now we have runners on first and second for the Grizzlies. Mackenzie Oliver coming up to bat.
Based on the way Jocelyn was hitting the home run derby, I almost put her in the actually, kind of short the way she played it today.
All right, no outs. Runners on first and second for Mackenzie. Shows bunt. Takes for the strike. And that's going to be an overthrow to third on the throwdown. Trying for the pickoff. Both runners advance. So we have runners on second and third. Mackenzie had a called strike. Taking the count to 0-1. That's a pop fly down the third base line. Out of play. A fan tried to make the catch in his hat. Came close. Wasn't able to do so. But still a nice try for a play. And we're going to be 0-2 in our count. Takes for a ball and outside. That's going to be grounded up the middle. Shortstop makes a diving play, has nowhere to go with it. That's going to score a run. And the Grizzlies are up on top again, 3-2. With runners on first and third, and we're back to the top of the order with Ari Garzone. And there's a line drive down the left field line. That's going to be at the fence. That's going to score one run. So an RBI, long RBI single for Ari Garzone. And runners on first and second for the Grizzlies. Score now 4-2 Grizz. And up to bat, Brittany LeClaire. Shows bunt. She drops the bunt. Fielded by the third baseman. Overthrown into the outfield. That's going to score one run. Ari's going to hold it third. Brittany makes it to second. And there's another run for the Grizzlies, putting us at 5-2 with no outs.
Next up for the Grizzlies, Sophie Roussel.
And this is Sophie Roussel swinging a miss for strike one. Ground ball to the pitcher, fielded cleanly. And they're going to try a throw down at home. And that's going to score a run by Ari. So that Sophie Roussel play is going to be a 1-3 out for the first out. Brittany LeClaire is on third base, and here's Dana Still. Grizzlies are now up 6-2. And Dana takes for the first pitch strike. That's grounded foul off the third base line. Oh, 2. That's a changeup, fouled off. Takes away for a ball. 1-2, the count. And a changeup looking strikeout. And here's Sam Derry. Takes high, ball 1. That's a high, swung on, popped up to the second baseman, caught for the out. Good inning by the Grizzlies. 4 runs scored. We are now at 6-2, and we will be right back. We are back with the top of the 5th inning. Coming up to bat, we are at the top of the order with Lexi Lounder, 0 for 2. And that's a foul ball off the third base line for a strike. That's going to be high on a pass ball. Ball 1. One the count. Swung on. Strike 2. That's popped up off the first base line. That's going to be out of play. Guy in the red jacket tried to make a play on it.
After it bounced off the stand.
When we run the credits, we'll just have to get a name and put guy in the red jacket. That's a changeup. Fouled off. We're going to stay 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the first out. Coming up, Kaylee Percoco had a base hit in her last at bat. It's going to be high for ball 1. Swung on, tip to the front to the pitcher, fielded cleanly to the first baseman for the 1-3 out. So that's 2 up, 2 down for the Grizzlies. Coming up, Maddie Testo had a double in her last at bat. Tried to do some fancy bat flip, was unable to complete it. Takes on the outside for a strike. That's fouled off. Out of play off the third base line for strike 2. And that's going to be grounded to the second baseman, LeClaire. She flips it to Panarian for the 4-3 out. And 3 up, 3 down for the Grizzlies. Good defense. We'll be right back with their at-bats. We are back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off is going to be Gemma Panarian, followed by Sophia Derry. Takes for a low strike. And then Regan O'Mara. High ball 1. In the dirt, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Inside, ball 3. Here's the 3-1. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. Fielded cleanly, makes the throw to first. That's going to be a 5-1 out for the first out of the inning. And here comes Sophia Derry.
Next up for the person, Sophia Derry.
Foul tipped into the backstop. Strike 1. You know, one of the things to judge a French fry by is when they're cold, how they taste. And these are still crunchy even though they're cold. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they're as good as cold pizza, but they are still pretty good. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. Bobbled and recovered. Throw to first for another 5-3 out. And here comes Regan O'Mara, the catcher.
Now batting for Goffstown, Regan O'Mara.
Foul. That'll play for strike 1. Takes high for ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Called strike by the umpire. 2-2 the count. Takes high and away. Ball 3. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No one on. 2 outs. And that's a ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. Field bobbled and thrown. Makes the play for the 6-3. So another 1-2-3 inning. Looked like the Grizzlies had the pitcher figured out in the last one. Unable to put anything on the board. We will be right back for the 6th. We are back for the top of the 6th inning. Taylon Wheeler up to bat, number 11. That's outside for ball 1. Takes inside, strike one. Sky definitely cleared up. Offered for strike two. When we first got here, it was pretty well overcast and dark. Now it's beautiful. Hopefully these girls are wearing sunscreen. Change up. Ball two. That's popped up out of play. And that hit just above my head.
That sounded like it was coming through, didn't it?
Hit the ceiling hard, or the roof hard, on the press box. We're at 2-2. Change up in the dirt. That's going to be ball three. That's a line drive up the middle. Center fielder Ari Gazzone is going to field it, throw it in. Tag put on the runner. Timeout called. And Keene has a runner on. So leadoff single for Taylon Wheeler. Coming up is Ashlyn Clay. That's line drive towards the third baseman. That's going to go off of Derry's glove and get into left field. So runners on first and second with no outs. Coming up, Asian and Gastilla. Shows bunt. That's going to be strike one. Fouled off to the roof with all the other ones that are over there. There's probably about 20 up there at this point. 0-2 the count. No outs. Umpire calls ball. 1-2 the count. Grounded to the pitcher, throws to first for the 1-3. That's the first out of the inning. Runners advance to second and third. So one out for Tay Swift. Takes outside corner for the strike. Takes again for ball one. Swung on outside for strike two. Swing and a miss. That's strike three. 2 outs. Coming up, Caitlin Stout. A long base hit in her last at bat. Grizzlies looking to get out of a jam here. Taken for a ball. Keene has 2 runners in scoring position. Popped up down the first base line. It's going to be out of play. Strike 1. The count. That's foul down the first base line. Low for ball 2. It's in the dirt. Ball 3. So we're at 3-2. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And she takes for a questionable ball 4. Loading the bases for Keene. And we're going to have a pinch runner going into the game. This is Alexis Yardley going in for Caitlin Stout. And this is Lily Cooper. So Lily Cooper, 1 for 2. Swings on the changeup. Strike 1. Offered for strike 2. So 0-2 the count. Strike 3 called, looking, and the Grizzlies get out of a jam, holding all the runners on base. Score is 6-2, and we will be right back with the bottom of the 6th. We are back with the bottom of the 6th inning. Coming up to bat is Mackenzie Oliver. Grizzlies up 6-2 in the 6th. That's a pop fly to left field. That's going to land in for a base hit. Leadoff runner on for the Grizzlies. And we are back to the top of the order with Ari Grazone, who had a good base hit in her last at bat. Fouled off the rubber. Strike 1. I'm going to throw this out there for an idea. I feel like we should be getting free food up here in the commentator's box every game, whoever's listening. You know, you want to keep the talent happy. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. Bobbled, makes the throw to second, gets the lead runner. So that's going to be a 5-6 out. I believe she threw to the shortstop. But Ari's going to reach. That's going to be outside for Brittany LeClaire. Ball one. That's a line drive to center field. Center fielder makes the catch. Ari retreats back to first. So that's 2 outs. Sophie Roussel coming up to bat. Grounded foul off the third base line. Low in the dirt, ball one. Takes for a strike on the outside. Change up. That's ground ball down to left field. She's going to misplay it. It's going to get to the fence. Ari's going to come around and score a run. Sophie's going to stay at second. And the Grizzlies put another run on the board. And we're going to have a courtesy runner to second base. That's going to be Riley Boucher in for Sophie Roussel again. So a 2-out RBI for Sophie Roussel. And coming up to bat is Dana Still. Changeup, foul down the third baseline. I don't know if she was aiming for Coach Trinka or not, but threatened her on the third baseline. Fouled off behind the backstop. That's going to be strike two. Oh, 2. High and away, ball one. Changeup fouled off down the third base line again. One, 2 is the count. Popped up to left field. Makes the play for the out. Fly out to 7 for the third out. The Grizzlies post another run on the board, bringing us to 7-2, and we will be right back. we are back with the top of the 7th inning and the last chance for the Keene Blackbirds to put some runs on the board. And we are at the top of the order with Lexi Launder. Shows bunt. Fielded by Roussel. Throws to first. Called safe. So lead runner on with the bunt. And here comes Kaylee Percoco. 1 for 3. Shows bunt again. She offers for the strike. Regan tried the throw down to first. Was not in time. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That's going to be a pass ball. And runner's going to make it to second. One, two, the count. Here's the pitch. That's grounded to the first baseman, Gemma Panarian, who steps on first for the out. So 1 out for Maddie Testo. Had a double in the 3rd inning. That's line drive to the shortstop. That's going to be off O'Meara's glove and into left field. That's going to score a run for Keene. And Testo is going to reach first base.
Courtesy runner for Keene, number 1, Olive Becker.
And here comes Taylin Wheeler. Had a base hit in her first at bat, 1 for 3. Grounded to second baseman. So they get the lead runner at second for the 4-6 out. And Taylin Wheeler on first base. And here's Ashlyn Clay. Takes for a strike. Keene down to their last out. That's fouled off the third base line for strike 2. 0-2, 2 strikes. Runner on first. Score is 7-3 Grizzlies. Low and away, takes for strike 3, and that's going to end it with a strikeout looking. So the Grizzlies got some offense going in this game in the 4th inning and the 6th, putting us 7-3 final. Our next game is going to be here on Wednesday against Portsmouth, and it is Kona Ice Night. 25% of the proceeds will be going to the softball team. I'm a huge fan of Kona Ice, if you can't tell by my speaking of food all day long. Come down and get you some Tiger's Blood Kona Ice. It's my favorite. So we are looking forward to seeing you down here. The grills will be running, and we will see you then, hopefully. Have a good night.